Hello, everyone. My name is Audrine. I'm the adoptions counselor with Pure Sanguine. Over here, we have my sweet Jen Urso. She is also available for adoption. I'm hoping somebody will adopt her very soon because she deserves the world like they all do. So, I want to start out by thanking each and every one of our adopters, especially the out of state adopters, because I can just imagine how scary it is getting a dog before you've ever even met them. That's why I try to go out of my way to make sure that I'm never sending a dog to an area where I do not think they are going to be successful. I will definitely do my best to make you aware of all their behaviors, how they're going to react in certain situations, or even just making sure that they are the perfect pup to fit into your life. So, we want to thank you for opening your hearts and your homes and opening that extra space because that one extra space that is made by your adoption goes to save the life of another little hero, soon to be little hero. Along with this video, you're also going to be receiving stuff about decompression, our pet introduction policy, which is very important so that we can guarantee the success during the integration process of your new animal and your pre-existing animal. We really just want to make sure that everything goes as smooth as possible. So sometimes people have a tendency to kind of just throw them in and hope for the best, and we do not believe that is the right way. That can cause problems that can take months to undo, and we don't want that for anybody. Along with the decompression information, there will be stuff about toxic plants, toxic foods, signs to seek veterinary care. There will be a little bit of information about heartworms because, as I've been made known, the prevalence of the heartworm issue in the north is not to the extent that it is here in the south, which is very severe because we have those mosquitoes. One other important tip I did want to add in is Amazon or anything but Amazon Prime. You get your stuff really fast. So I would just recommend ordering anything that you think is going to make your life easier, whether that be a baby gate to keep animals separated in different rooms or change the flow of traffic while you're doing the integration process, or just to be able to give your animals a break from each other. Whether you use the baby gate to keep them out of the carpeted areas of the house while they're learning their bathroom schedule because nobody wants to shampoo their carpet that often. Also, belly bands can be very helpful for male dogs when they're learning their bathroom routine or whenever they're having marking issues, if that is to arise. Typically, I get a very good sense of if a little hero is going to have bathroom issues based on how they act in my office. Of course, sometimes I foresee it being an issue, and sometimes I'm not worried about it at all. Thankfully, all of our little heroes are at an age where it's a pretty easy concept for them to grasp, so it's extremely rare that I do have issues in that department. There is also, I have personally noticed it in my own life, when I'm keeping dogs separated, whether it be because they're sick or I'm doing new intros, they will scratch the doors, and I like to paint on my doors, so you can get these attachments or rubber protectors that go on the edges of your doors so that they don't scratch all the paint off or damage it in any way. Okay, so into more of the important facts. I want to note that it is extremely important to take the time to do things the right way. There is literally no need to rush the process, the integration process, the taking them out and doing things, them bonding with you, them getting comfortable. There's no need to rush it because they're there with you. They're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Rushing things oftentimes it just ruins a good situation. So this is going to be the key point where patience is virtue. You're going to be wanting to have patience, especially the first few months. It can take months for a little hero or any dog or any animal to feel comfortable in a new environment. And that's because they've had this before and they really don't know if this is going to be the time that it stays, if it's all going to be taken away from them again, maybe it's just a dream. So it's a lot for them to understand, and sometimes it can take about 3 months for them to really open up and start showing their personality and being like, hey, I'm still here, I'm safe, this is my home, these are my people. So we ask that you be patient in that time, and those first few months are crucial into you stopping unwanted behavior where you see it. Of course, we do not do or associate negative reinforcement, it's only positive reinforcement. Sadly, most of these animals have went through negative reinforcement at some time or another in their life, and as you can see, it did not benefit them. So we are strictly going to do positive reinforcement-based methods, and that's how you build the most amount of trust with your dog as well, because, you know, who wants negative behavior all the time? So, rewarding good behavior, shutting down bad behavior, but not in a negative way, just replacing it with good behavior. Say if your dog is chewing on something they shouldn't be, you go, take it, say no, and replace it with the thing they should be, and reward that behavior. Examples like that. Of course, you can do your own research, and it's really going to be oh no, it's really going to be a trial and error. Sorry, I'm not tech savvy. It's going to be trial and error, especially at first. I think it is very important that you know your dog should not listen to you out of fear. It should be out of respect, understanding, boundaries, love, stuff like that. If you are getting fear-based reactions, that is just asking for behavioral issues on all kinds of levels. So, when it comes to understanding what your new pup is and is not okay with is kind of going to be up to you. You don't really want to love bomb them and bombard them with all these things. Yes, they're adorable. We know that. I want to love and hug and kiss on all of them all the time, but they're used to me, so I can do that. But if an animal is showing that they're uncomfortable with something, you might really want to take a step back and give them some time to process this emotion or get more comfortable with you. You don't want to have them in fear. That's just going to cause a harder time during the bonding process. So you really want to gauge those emotions. Are they um, like crawling away from you? Are they putting their ears back? Do they have whale eyes? You want to look out for the signs that are showing they're uncomfortable and not push them too soon, too fast. I would also like to talk about kennel time. I understand it might be a sensitive subject for some. Some people do not agree with kenneling, but we are very pro kennel. Put the dog in a crate because it is for safety, peace of mind. Safety is really just the biggest thing for me and for them, especially in the first 3 days. Even whenever I foster, I always make sure to give plenty of crate time. You don't want to just bring them in and throw them into a situation, especially if you have other animals. So you want to give them time to adjust. They just got off a terrifying bus ride and they're in this new place. They don't know what to do. They don't know what's expected of them. They have no idea what's going on. You do. They don't. So it's very important that they have time to relax. Put your crate somewhere quiet, maybe drape a blanket over it. Make sure they have fresh water and something soft to lay on, maybe soft and durable if they have a chewing issue. You definitely just want to give them time to unwind and relax. It's not cruel. They have come from shelter environments where sometimes they've spent, you know, every day, all day in a kennel. And it's just like that in some places, and they don't have the opportunity to get their dogs outside that often. So I can guarantee it is not bad for them. They are in a safe, clean, calm, and comfortable environment. They would much rather be in a crate or a kennel for a portion of the day than never knowing the next time they're going to leave one in a shelter. So that can also help learn the bathroom schedule. Immediately after, let me back up. Okay, so while they're in the kennel, as soon as you take them out to the bathroom so that they can associate that with bathroom habits. It's going to be a very crucial time and very useful tool in order to help them not have as many accidents because there's time change, there's food and diet change, there's fear and stress, there's all kinds of things that are going to mess with their natural gut routine, and you're almost guaranteed to have an accident at some point. So you want to make sure that they're in their specified area to where it's going to be easy cleanup or okay and not make anyone mad if they do have an accident. Most of the animals are crate trained, so they're not going to have those issues. That's why it's important to keep them in the kennel for a decent amount of time the first couple days because they're not going to potty in the kennel. They'll potty when you take them outside. So then they're going to associate, okay, bathroom outside, got it. So that's one thing. As soon as you get them from the bus on transport, a lot of times they will try to hold their bathroom on the transport. Since they are kennel trained, they're not going to want to go on the bus because they don't like to go indoors. So you're going to want to get them straight from the transport. Make sure you have a crate or a waterproof blanket, a thick blanket in your car, just in case they do have an accident, since they tried to hold it the whole time. And then you can drive to the nearest location that has a safe, calm, and quiet area for them to go to the bathroom, whether that be a tree in the parking lot at the transport stop. You just want to make sure to get away from all the chaos and all of the commotion, all the noises, because we don't want them to try to run away immediately. That would be just terrible. So you can have them go to the bathroom there, and then as soon as you get home, you want to go straight outside and have them use the bathroom again. Of course, it's going to be hard for them to relax since they did just go through all that stress, but you're really going to want to stay outside until they go to the bathroom. And then once they go to the bathroom, you can bring them back inside and put them in the crate for the night or whatever, depending on what time of day your transport stop was. That is going to help them also associate outside with bathroom. One of the last things that, well, two more things. Animals, your new pets and your pre-existing pets should not be sharing stuff. Not sharing food bowls, not sharing toys, dog beds, because that is in no way fair to your pre-existing sweet, sweet baby and to this new one. They are going to be coming in and taking over things from them and then possibly becoming possessive. That could make your pre-existing one become possessive, so it's best to always have separates of everything. Of course, until they learn to play. Some dogs don't ever like to share, and that's okay. It's not, you wouldn't like it if somebody came and took your stuff and was like, I'm gonna take this now. So they don't like it either. The last thing is routine. Routine is going to be absolutely everything while they are learning their place and their schedule. You don't want to be doing things different every single day. They're going to be confused and not know what you want from them. They're going to be doing things that could aggravate you, and it's simply because you are not giving them the structure that they need in this process. You're going to want to continue the training. Like I had mentioned, the sit, lay, most of them already know these things, but you really want to continue on that so that they have structure and routine and know to listen to you and that guidance. They're going to confide in you because you are their new family, you are their leader, you are their everything. So continue that for the first few months. And above all, just remember to have patience and have fun and send me pictures, give me updates, all of it. I'm always going to want to know. We are all always going to want to know. Every time I get photos or videos or updates, I go around and show everyone, like, wow, look at this success story. He went from this to here, or she went from this and is now living like a princess. We love those stories. And one day we hope to have that story for Miss Jen Urso. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I know it's a lot of information, but sometimes seeing it and hearing it can be a lot better than just reading it on a piece of paper. I hope that you remember to have patience and time and give all of the love and just give them an amazing life that they deserve. So thank you, and thank you so much for your adoption.